Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Good night. Good night from Melbourne, Australia. How are you all, Ian,
Good. How are you?
Oyela, Priya?
Hello. Good evening.
Hi, sis. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good as well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Good night to all our followers. Apologies, we're a bit late. We are 20 minutes late, but we're still here to share our whys. So, due to some technical errors in the background and connection, we have to take a while. So, apologies again. So good night to you all. It's the Australia Business Owners Live Chat here. Um, we are coming here to share our voice. We are only five out of so many thousands of Australia business owners based in Australia amongst the world. So my name is Alberta. I am originally from Papua New Guinea, but I'm based here in Melbourne, Australia. I am a mom of three. I'm also a wife and a proud digital business owner and a coach. So, yeah, my background is accounting and nursing, and now I'm a job quitter, running this
Yay.
business full time, and I'm so grateful. It's because of this business, and I was able to quit my job, and I've started my business in 2020, way back in 2020. So, thank you so much. Let's move to you, Ian. Let's get to know you a little bit.
Hi,
And
everyone. My name is Ayan. Originally from South Sudan, residing in Melbourne, Australia. I'm a mom, an early childhood educator, and a proud digital business owner and mentor. And yeah, I've been in this business for 3 years now. That's a little bit
thank
about
you, thank you,
Good work. Thank you.
thank you, Ian. And let's move to you, Oyela. First time to have you here. Welcome. Welcome to our live chat. Please introduce yourself a little bit to us and our audience. You're on mute.
Sorry, technology. Thank you so much, Sister Alberta, for having us this evening. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. So, my name is Oyela Vincent. I am originally from Uganda, currently residing in Melbourne, Australia. A single mom of four amazing kids. I'm a nurse and also a proud digital business owner. So, almost 3 years ago, I decided to take a leap of faith and give this business a go. And very soon, I'll be following Sister Alberta with my
Yay.
job, and I'm just gonna focus on the business.
Wow, thank you,
Yeah.
Oyela. And yeah, good to know you in Melbourne as well. And welcome. Thank you for your time. Let's move to you, Priya.
Hi. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Hi, everyone. From our side, it's good night now. There might be part of the world where it's morning. So, good morning, good evening, good night to everyone, whoever is watching or they're going to watch the replay. Myself, Priya, and she's my daughter, Eliza. She literally doesn't want to sleep because she wants to join us in the live and say hi. So we are from Melbourne. I'm originally from India. I migrated to Australia after my marriage in 2016. Like I got married in 2015, but I got my visa in 2016. And since then, I'm a proud wife, and I was working in accounting, and I have around 21 years of into corporate sector and accounting. And I joined this business after I became mother in 2020. Um, and after that, there's some health issue occurs in the family. And yes, that's where I thought, okay, this is the time to find something we can run from home. And so proudly, I've just completed 3 years in March. And I still remember my first live with Sis Alberta. And yeah, I'm still going strong. And Very happy and excited, and I can proudly say that from past last April, I quit my job and I'm running this business successfully full time. So yeah, thank you
All right.
everyone.
Thank you, Priya, for your inspiring story. I believe it's not you only that has that type of story. There's so many,
Yeah,
but people are just sometimes lost in their own world. They keep
yeah,
to themselves and they don't come out to, you know, start something that they can lean on when health issues arise in the family. And thank you for meeting you. I actually met Priya three years ago. Yeah,
yeah.
our business owners chat, which is Flock, and she
My
was looking
very
for
first,
someone. Yeah,
yeah, my very first live was with Sis Alberta. That was
thank
my, like, I think within 1 month of me
yeah.
joining the business.
And we are here going strong, and yeah, we are so
Uh,
grateful as well that we will be part of the Gather and
yeah,
Grow speakers, which is not long to go in Melbourne, and
yeah.
I am excited. Thank you, Priya.
Me too. Thank you.
Let's move to you, Amani.
All
Thank you
right.
for being
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me today. And I'm so excited to meet with you again. Soon maybe third time meeting online. And last time we met during the last year conference in Sydney.
Yeah, yeah.
Since Ayen too, we've been chatting for some time online. And she's my sister from South Sudan, the same origin. I'm original from South Sudan. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and a nurse, and running this digital marketing. I've been in this business for 2.5 years now, and I'm
Wow.
as exciting of the growth and continue learning every day. And this is part of my job, and looking forward to do this business for full time. I'm so excited for those who are running this business. They quit their job and they're running this full time. I would be joining you soon, and I'm exciting. Sister Yela too, she's another nurse. Sometime I saw her online, and this is my first time chatting with her today. Nice meeting you too. The same as Sis Prayers. Nice coming
Thank you.
together today to chat with you guys. Can't wait to see you on this coming weekend in Melbourne. As I add before, I'm also in Canberra, and it would be so excited to meet you in 4 days to come. So
Yeah.
let's go to our topic as the coach has mentioned and continue the chat.
Thank you, Amani. We are looking forward to having you here as well in Melbourne. And safe trip. When are you driving or flying?
Flying
You're flying.
on
Wow,
Friday evening. Yeah, Friday evenings.
exciting. Thank you. All right, let's go now to our topic. So our topic for tonight is, you may know, some of you may have been wondering, our audiences, you may be wondering why these ladies, what are they talking about, and what do they own. So for me, I have to share that, because of this business today, I can proudly say that I'm a job quitter. I stopped working for someone or building someone else's dream because of this business. My biggest why, though, way back in 2020 is when I was on maternity leave with my youngest son, and I was searching because childcare wasn't an option for me at that time. At that time as well, I was still studying, doing my nursing, and I was actually behind with bills, my tuition fees as well to pay off my nursing course while having my little one. And at the same time, so many things happened as way back in 2020 when lockdown happened. We had COVID in 2020, and I was searching. I was literally really desperate for something because we were starting to be behind with bills when I had to leave work just to take care of my son. Um, I searched. I didn't know this business existed. I didn't know anything about it. I searched on Google. I went to YouTube. I thoroughly searched. I saw some businesses that were legitimate, but I didn't have the experience of working online. I wasn't a tech savvy, like, to build website and stuff like that. And so I was praying so hard. And then this business showed up to me on Facebook, on my news feed on Facebook.
Like, yeah.
So yeah, at the same time, my dad was actually sick. He was very, very sick, and he was back home in Papua New Guinea. And um, when I saw the business, I was like skeptical a little bit. But this girl that showed me the ad, she was actually from Sydney, and I thought, okay, if this is in Sydney, this may be legit. So I asked her about it, and she led me to watch a free 90 minutes webinar. When I went in to watch the webinar, I didn't understand anything, but I was desperate and I kept praying for something. And as you know, when you need it most, when your needs arise, there's no one there to help you. So the only thing I had to do is keep praying and keep believing that there was something out there that I could, you know, that I could do and bring an income while still being with my baby, because I don't have families here in Australia to support me with my baby. It's only me and my husband. Um, but I still went to watch another webinar. I watched this webinar 4 times to really study what was the business about. So when I went in to see the business, I had moms like me sharing exactly the same pain I was going through, that they found this while they were at home with their babies. And I can say that I can't thank God enough today to for him to show me this business, and for me not to skip that 90 minutes webinar. Because if I had skipped it, I would be chasing 2 to 3 jobs today and
Yeah.
still, working for money, chasing money. So I must say that I'm so thankful that my why has changed since. But the greatest thing that has happened out of this business is I did never send my child to childcare. I looked after him from the day he was born until now he's in year 1. So it's a very satisfying feeling as a mom, to take care of your own baby and see all his milestones and the bond you build with your baby. No one else can take it away from a mother and their children. So today I can literally say that now my son, I am always there for him, and at the same time spending quality time with my family and my loved ones. So that's my biggest why to starting this business. Uh, but I must say that 4 years ago, when I started the business, I also manifested that I will retire young, and I did today. And I must say that I thank God for this as well, for the milestone achieved. Thank you so much. That's a little story
Very
about my
inspiring.
why. Let's
Very,
go to
very
you.
inspiring.
Amazing, amazing story. Thank you for sharing.
So, Ayan, what's your biggest why in starting your business?
Um, for me, like I came across this business 3 years ago. And basically at that time, like being a casual worker, like working in childcare casually. And so basically at first I wasn't looking for a business. Yeah, but then I saw so many Facebook ads on Facebook that kept talking about a digital business. And I was really skeptical. Like I skipped all of those ads, never clicked on them. And I would just probably think they were scams or, something else and all of that. But the incident really happened where, so that time being a casual worker, my daughter was hospitalized in end of 2021, 2 to 3 weeks in ICU due to COVID. And at that time, being a casual worker, you know, I I then like not being paid, and then I was like, okay, I need to start something, that can allow me to supplement my income, in case this happens again. I saw the Facebook ads, very skeptical still. And then my auntie, who's here in Melbourne, basically introduced me to this business opportunity. So I really do thank her, because if it wasn't for her, I would have never started this business. So she said, hey, again, I have this business opportunity. I was still skeptical, but she encouraged me to register on her website. So I registered on her website. I registered, but I did not watch the webinar. Like it took me 3 months to watch the webinar because I was just ignoring the emails. But then something struck me. I was like, okay, I need to, click on these emails and see what it is. So I remember watching the webinar when I was like in hospital with my daughter, and then I was like, okay, this something sounds really, really good. Like I was just blown away by the webinar. And I think within the next week, I went ahead and took the next step, paying the $149 and, starting my business. So at that time, my why was like the incident that happened, of course, with my daughter. And then I wanted to supplement my income. And yeah, so that's my why. That's why I started.
Thank you, Ayan.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very, very important to have a side hustle while you're still working, because in terms when you something happens to your job, at least you have a plan B to lean on. But if you
Yeah.
don't, then you'll be in that situation that Ayan have faced. So, guys, if you're in her shoes and know her why, start a business today. Start your online today. Let's move to you, Oyella. What's your biggest why?
Thank you so much. That was so inspiring, Sister Yen and Alberta. I feel, sometimes when you don't hear somebody's story, you never know, right? What they passed through until you hear from them. So thank you for sharing all your amazing stories. And I'm so grateful that you managed to come across this life-changing business. So thank you for that. Um, Me, on the other end, a little bit opposite to Ian and Alberta. So I actually moved from New Zealand, 2013 here. Hoping to find a greener pasture and, find a better life. Back then I only have two kids. Then I came and I had another two from here. So I was actually working casual, like permanent, like permanent casual. Like when you're casual, you just every time the shift comes, you just take. Any shift that comes, you keep taking. You can't afford to miss even a single day because you want to keep up with the bills and then pay the rent and all those kid stuff. So I've been, doing the nursing for the past 12 years, and it. I know it's rewarding, but actually it's tiring as well because I never there for my kids. I'm never home. I never, go to attend parent interview in school. See how my kids are progressing. I don't have time for that because I have no choice. I have to work, of course. So I just um, got overwhelmed and tired, and I started to actually, 2020, I started to find something, search for online jobs, something that I can do on the side. I did came across three actually. One, it sounds so legitimate, and then I joined. I ended up getting scammed, and then I came across the other one. Because I know I knew a few of my people that on the business. I said, okay, maybe if these people can do it, maybe it's a legitimate business. I joined the business. I got scammed again, and and um and then I never gave up. And then one day somebody else came. So this business like MLM, so where you have to sell products and recruit people, like just go around asking, keep buying your product, and kind of thing. For me, I'm not good with selling, and I'm not good at convincing people to buy a product. So I'm a shy person. I don't know how to talk to people that much. So that business did not work out for me, and I just said, you know what? Maybe there's nothing out there for me. And then one day I was just scrolling through Facebook, and I came across this woman. She's a healthcare worker. She's a mom of two, and her story actually resonated with me, and I was like, maybe for the last time, let me just reach out to her and see what kind of business she's doing. And then I did send her a message, and she sent me her website, and then excuse my kid from the background. And then I watched the webinar and explained how the business works. And also, what inspired me is the testimonies of those people sharing their stories before they came across this business. Actually, I got so inspired. I was like, wow, if these people can do this business, why not me? And I couldn't just I just started right away. I paid my 149, and I booked a coaching call right away. And then I started talking with the coach. I wanted just to, quickly. I can't wait. She was like, "Please slow down. We have to take step by step. Don't rush." And because I was too excited to start, because I finally found a business that I don't have to sell anything and I don't have to recruit people, right? So I was like, this is the kind of business I was looking for. So yeah, here I am, almost 3 years. I'm loving this business. It has made a big difference in my life and also my kids' life. I'm always more present in their life, not like before. And like I said earlier, I can't wait to quit my job and just focus on this business because it's changed so many lives, and I know it will still keep changing many more lives to come. So thank you, and that's it for me.
Wow.
Sharing your story. Very
Thank
inspiring.
you, Oyela. That's a very inspiring
Yeah.
story, and I believe some of our followers will resonate with being scammed before by other shiny objects out there, and also embrace the the experience, because now you know what a legitimate business is, from what's not real out there to now a real business. Although it's not a get rich quick business, but it's a business that will bring you long term success. So thank you for your inspiring story. Let's move to you, Priya. I think
Yeah.
you've shared a little bit of your why before, but can
Yes,
you
I did. I
elaborate?
did. I would love to. My story is a bit longer, so don't get bored. uh,
That's okay.
yeah,
Thank you, guys.
yeah. Everyone has a different story, a different why. It just God had made these reasons, and now today we are all connected, right? We all have a different whys. So my why in the beginning was similar to Alberta, but I came into business through a very strange journey. So I was doing, as I said, I'm from accounting and corporate background. I was doing really, really well in my career until COVID hit. We were trying for to become a parent from very long time, and finally we were blessed, and I was pregnant in 2020. Um, in September, I had my baby, and I was on maternity leave for about 9 months. And I thought after 9 months, I will see how the COVID situation is because it was at the peak time. My pregnancy was very difficult because I had my baby at the very late age. I had a lot of health complication. There was a time where doctor literally said you got to choose between child and the mother. But I survived, and I have a beautiful 4 years old daughter. But my destiny had a different plan. I hit with the severe postnatal depression. Even going back, leaving my daughter at the childcare was scary. Like every time when I think, like, after 9 months, I have to go back and do my job. I love my job. I love my career. I was making like a really good money. Uh, but the fear, especially the depression, what's going to happen to my child if she goes to childcare? But that wasn't enough. God has some different surprise for us. I was preparing myself to go back to job. I actually did. I was struggling hard. I Earlier I worked as a just me, like, as a very passionate employee, very hardworking, passionate about her career. But when I went back, I just didn't went back as a Priya. I went back as a mother of a newly born daughter. And when you're working for someone or when you're working for corporate, I'm not saying the corporate sector is bad. No, I loved it. I loved it for 21 years. But I felt like there is a very little acceptance for when you are not just Priya, you are a mother now. And I was doing work from home and I noticed every day lot of stress. A mother who's literally like fighting for her life because I had a severe, severe postnatal depression. On top of that, my job, which I was working from home, was adding up more stress. But God said, no, you need to prove me you are stronger than that. Suddenly, I decided it's okay, I will continue until I can. And one day, my husband was the only income source. Like I was working part time, and then my husband got sick suddenly. And when we got to know his diagnosis, it felt like it is end of our life. It felt like there is nothing left for all of us. And this was clear, like even if I'm making huge money, it won't be enough to pay the mortgage. It won't be enough to survive. How I'm going to look after my daughter? I'm not even look after when I'm working from home. Then when I go back to work, because that was a time after COVID, like everybody started pushing, you will start working from office now. And then I was literally figuring out, and I had no way out, to be honest. I was struggling badly as a mother, badly as a wife, and badly as an individual. There was very, like, I was really, really low in my life. And then when husband's diagnosis came, every day, rather than how we going to survive, what we going to do, I was thinking how we going to end our life. This is what the thought was coming, because I couldn't see any other way out with my, proper full-time job, because the money wasn't enough. And to survive in country, any country, everything is so costly. How I'm gonna do it? And I was not getting any answer, and that's where I can't say here on live, but as you all know, because when people pay 149, then they get to see which all product or services are involved. So one of the services or product which is involved in this business, the doctor referred me for my husband, that for his better management or to manage his sickness, if you can find that, that will be really good for him. No medically, like it wasn't a medical suggestion, but that's what he said, that my patient used that and it helped them. That's where I started searching about, how I should source that thing. And that's where I got to know that that product can be sourced only through distribution ship. And it happens on Facebook and Google when you search about something, and then all the relevant ads pops up. And that's where I got to see the ad. And so the God has a very strange but a plan for us. So the doctor mentioned about something I'm searching about, and that has just not the thing I needed, but also the business plan and way out from that struggle. Because all my fear was, okay, I'm making enough, but is it enough to look after my daughter? Is it enough to pay our EMIs? Is it enough for my mortgage? And that's where that one, the ray of hope came. And that's why I always say this is not a business for me. It's a God gift from a God. Yes, the God has given very difficult situation, but then at the same time, I can't thank you enough how lucky I was. If I did not see this business that time, I am telling you, I might not be here today. So this business is not just the business, but this business gave me the perspective, the hope for the life, that there is a way out and you can manage. You can manage as a mother, you can manage as a wife, and life will be okay. Like sometimes you are so low in your life and there is a one person who comes and hold your hand, and you survive that tough time, and then life become easy. So this business came as a ray of hope, and I'm very very grateful to the God. And yes, nobody will say that I'm grateful for getting diagnosis, but then God, if God gives you, or one door closes, God open 100 other doors and shows you the way out. So I am a strong believer that this is just not a business for me. I was making money, but how? Because going back to work was not solving my situation. I became a full-time carer to my husband. And mind it, that time I myself struggling how to live as a mother. I still struggle with postnatal depression, but again, I'm saying this business saved my life. This business gave me the community. This business gave me the people who didn't just help me with business, but also helped me as a young mother. I remember my very first call from with Sis Salvata. I don't know. I never heard about her country either. Which island she come from. But when I got to know from some page that she's from Melbourne, and I messaged her, and she was so lovely and kind, and she spoke to me for 1 hour. And that time even her son was very young. And then we just didn't talk about business, but we talk about motherhood challenges. And that's what I needed the most that time. And I was so happy, like every day there was somebody coming to my life and inspiring me, because that's what I needed. Sometimes we feel that we only need money, but no, that's not the truth. Sometimes you need people who will stand for you. Sometimes you need people, you like, I felt alone. When you have a postnatal depression and after mother, I think many mother go through that phase where they feel that their own people not understanding them. And I also noticed when my husband was diagnosed, we really felt as a family that we wanted all our family friend to come forward, give us a hug, and make us feel that you are not alone. But I'm sorry, but we felt the other way around. We felt like we did something wrong, that people doesn't want to be around us. And that's where this business came in, hugged us. And all the people from the community, like, sorry, they helped us. So yeah, this is not just a business, it saved our life. Thank you. I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's
this
okay.
was my life.
Yeah,
It's,
thank you,
it's
Priya.
okay. It's part of
All right,
community.
virtual hug to you. I'll hug you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, this is actually life changes business, because money you make, there is so many things you can do and make money, but there is a hardly very few people who become your family, and they helps you, they guide you, and they are there for you. So yeah, it's a very different business model. Yes, people do feel that it could be too good to be true. This could be scam, and which is normal, we all think that way. But yes, this business saves and help people in so many ways, not just by, of course, you're running the business, you're going to make money. No question, if you put your part, you're going to make money. But what other you can, so you change people life. And that's the beauty of this business. And we are very grateful to be part of this community, and part of, today we are together. I never met you guys offline, but see, we are here and inspiring, and listening to each other and supporting each other. And that's what makes this business unique. And yeah, my vibe was a bit longer, I'm sorry, but yeah.
Thank you, Priya. I can literally resonate with you because that's exactly what I was going through at that time. um, deeper on that. I when I saw the products in the business when I paid my 149, those were God-given products that my dad actually needed as he was hospitalized as well. And I had at the time I had um, depression post like what you had, the depression being a mom, because I had a 10-year gap between my middle son and my youngest. And it was, you don't know how the feeling is when you have your own baby, at home, and no one seemed to understand you and what you're going through. And I was looking for someone to, like, even just someone to talk to, but I can't. I don't know where to find them. Even no one will understand you. Even if I go to the library to find the new moms, it's not the same. They won't understand what you're feeling. And the worst thing is when I lost my dad through that process. And that was something I'm so grateful this business held me back. Otherwise, I would have lost myself as well. So it's something that uh, it didn't come by accident. It came for a purpose.
Yeah.
So thank you, Priya, for sharing that.
Thank you.
That was so inspiring, Priya. I nearly tears to my
I'm
eyes,
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
because
sorry I just got emotional, but every time I share this thing, it's very personal, but I know there's so many people who must be in, the feeling the way I felt. But yes, sometimes we got to trust the God, you know, and go with it. And trust me, like I'm still here 3 years. People call me, you know, she must gone mad now. She's this, she's that. But it doesn't bother me. I have not one but thousand people supporting me online, my community, and like I'm going to be a speaker in next 4 or 5 days, next Saturday. How proud I am on myself, how proud I am. Like, okay, people see the opportunity, but then how they use the opportunity, how they excel in that matters. So it will be big slap on the people's face who said that she's trying to make money, she's gone mad, she has this, she has. And of course, it's not jealousy. I don't have a competition with anybody. I'm running my own race. um, as she said, when you need, nobody stand there. If you're hungry, you have to take your plate and fill it. Nobody will do it for you. And so I'm proud, very 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 proud, and I have a long way to go. And in next 10, 15 years, my sister will be, my daughter will be with me. I'm so proud of her. In our gather and grow meeting, every single meeting, she sleeps at 7:30. Every Thursday we are having meeting from past 7 months. Every Thursday she is awake until 10 o'clock because she just want to be part of this meeting. So she's getting trained, and I'm very happy. I really don't want her to work for others and make them rich when she's learning from her mother. And I'm sure she's proud of. And she met Sis Alberta last 2 weeks ago. She was super happy, and she knows what my mom does, and she takes a lot of interest. And I'm sure our old kids will be super proud of you know what we are doing and how we can help others. Yeah.
Thank you.
no,
Thank
you
you.
you made it very. There's a point that I took from you. Like sometimes when you need even your very own people, that doesn't help. They won't help you. That what actually it actually it brought a memory to me because I lost my dad 2019 as well. And
So
then that was my last of my parents. My mom died long time. So nobody came to see me. I cried by myself, until I just decided to get myself up because I grew up as an orphan, like different people's hands. And then the thoughts came in my head like, okay, if I don't do something about myself, I don't want my kids to go through the same struggle that I've been before. So I end up actually motivating myself. I said, you know what, you got this. I actually became independent at a young age, so I can do this. You know, you don't need somebody to come and help you, because these days people will be close to you if they know you are struggling. You don't have life, but when you're doing something right, jealousy kicks in and nobody wants to be around you. You know. So
Yes.
I thank you so much for sharing your story. Actually, somebody's out there need to hear it. You know, you might actually change and make a difference somebody else's life. Like from this moment, if somebody came and watch our live video and hear your story, actually they will, feel like, okay, I'm not alone. There's somebody's out there
Yeah.
actually listening to the same story. So thank you for sharing your story, sister.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thanks. Wow.
Okay.
Amazing.
Before,
All right.
yeah,
Before
it's yeah.
Amani, can
Are
you share your
you
story,
inviting
please?
me?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to jump in after listening to your stories, guys. It's as a mom, sometimes listening to others' mom who are also mom running digital marketing, or those who just moved to Australia. Even if some of us have been here in Australia for 20 years or more than that, sometimes settlement and raising family and work, it's require action. And that's what I've heard from most of you guys. Whatever situations we went through, that the same what happened to me. As a nurse, I mentioned before, all my kids were born here, and I start my nursing here. After finishing, COVID came, and I started working. And from then, I just see like I'm taking care of people in hospital, and my kids also need care. Being here alone in Australia with my family back there in East Africa, I'm here with husband. The husband is working, and I'm working, and we have kids. So we have to make a decision, something flexible that would help me. Even if I've not stopped working as a nurse, something that would help me to reduce my hours and also provide that time for my kids. That's what I did. And I got this business through another registered nurse. So I did not struggle a lot to get into this business because I knew that she's a registered nurse. She's working and she know all the role. This business is legitimate. And that's how I get into the business. I start straight away. Now my coach, which was a registered nurse now, she's 4 years now, retired from registered nurse, and she's running this business full time with the husband in Brisbane. Most of you guys know that she's coming to Melbourne.
Yeah.
So what I notice here, sometimes the hip of faith, when I believe in prayers, I believe in all other histories, even in the Bible. If you look at the history of Moses in the Bible, when he was somewhere in Egypt, according to the Bible, that's my neighboring country, he, before he was called, he have a lot of struggle, and even her sister somewhere, the Mariam, something in the Bible, he got through a lot of trouble, but God was using those ways for him to make a decision or to equip him to what is coming ahead. That's what I can hear from most of our stories sometimes. There must be something that make you think or that would direct you to some way to make that work. Like they were talking about the process of buying sometimes, or even the diamond. Before it become a shining diamond, it have to go through the process. It cannot
The
just
process.
come like that. So that's what we're doing now. As a mom, as an entrepreneur, you have to think, what do you want to do? And this situation is like this is like this, make a decision. And that's how the decision come. And that's God calling. So I call it God calling. And that's how I start my business. I'm still growing. I'm happy with the community, learning every day, step by step, and it's a lot of learning. So that's I'm so happy to listen to, even if the emotional stories. Sometimes this is what life it is, and it's up to those who want to learn. If they want to start something to grow their business and work on it, and consistency. they would also reach that level. Like some of our leaders who are doing this business, like some of my coaches, they're now at home, and sometime I visit their home in Brisbane, and I was like, oh, only 6 years ago, and now you are this and you are growing. Amazing community, amazing system, and I'm happy all the time with this digital marketing. And thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mani. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for all you sharing. We're all mothers. We all hear you. And I believe all the mothers out there who will be listening to this live or will be watching this replay, I believe you heard us, you felt us. It's your decision now to make and
Yeah.
come out of whatever you are going through. And if we can do it, anyone out there can do it as well.
Yeah.
Just come out and seek help. We are a loving community of people that are very humble, very supportive, and respectful as well.
And no jealousy. Like I've I always talk to my husband and I say like which business is there? Like if I have a fish and chip shop and I next door neighbor, even if it is a different business, he will do something so my customer will go to him. Like, but we all work together and we if I have something good, I will love to share with other. Like I never saw any business where, you share your good practices because we always think what in case that person business will grow more than mine, but this is the only unique and business. And honestly, as she said, if I was not into that situation, I would have never thought of becoming a business owner because I was very happy with my professional career. I was growing, everything was perfect. Before planning the baby, our life was fabulous before my husband getting sick and unexpectedly because he is the fittest person in the family, me having a severe, like, my, as I said, after delivery my whole body, my whole mind, everything changed. The life felt totally different than what we had before or what we had prepared before we having baby. And that's not the story of me or you. It can happen to anyone because life is unpredictable. But we need to see not every opportunity is a scam. Not like sometimes we also feel like, if I didn't have that law, I would have thought, now this business is too good to be true and not for me, and I would have just dismissed, because but that's not it. I'm just saying, like, even if you have a good job, even if your situations are good and you come across this opportunity, at least pay 149 and check for it. You can check for the community, you can check for the system, and of
Mm.
course there is nothing to lose and everybody has a why. If even if you will see this live, then like whichever god or Jesus you believe, or whichever thing you believe in, that is showing you this, and there is a reason for it, and everybody has a why. I didn't know this is going to happen. I came just like that, and then I got the product. That was my first priority, but I didn't even know this comes with a business opportunity, and that's what I needed. So yeah, God has a very strange way of giving you. So do not dismiss the opportunity if you ever see this type of live or videos from anybody. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Priya. So if you hear this, if you go through something, look within that thing, whatever you're going through, the situation. There might be some goal in there for you to start something better for yourself. Thank you again, ladies. Ayan or one of you, if anyone is watching, how do they get information to start their own business?
So basically, to start your business, wherever you're watching this from, like whoever's page you're coming across this, please reach out to them. That's one way. Or simply register on their website, because sometimes we have our websites on our pages. Register on their websites, watch the webinar and reach out to them to take the next step. I'm pretty sure you're watching this today, not just by chance or not by luck, but because you need to see it. And I'm really truly grateful for this, um, staying back a bit late to just, do this live with you guys. It's really heart touching, like to just listen to all of the stories, and just basically what everyone is going through, what all of you have been going through here, and just seeing how you guys are, thriving online and coming together as a community. It's really amazing, and it shows it's good to be vulnerable, like to just share your story because someone needs to hear it. There's probably a lot of people out there that are thinking that this business is a scam or this business, nothing good will come out of it. Or maybe there is someone who's also going through the same things that probably we went through. And this could be, a sign for them to start their business. So if you are watching this, don't think about it because we shared our stories. Just register on the person's website with your name and email address, and you get the link to watch the free webinar.
Thank you, Ayan, and thank you, ladies. Thank you, everyone that has tuned in and supported us as well. Until then, we will see you in Melbourne, especially to you all in
Can't
Port
wait to see you guys all.
Good night.
Melbourne. Thank you.
Bye. See you
Bye.
guys soon.
See you on
See
Saturday.
you.